All right, we're going to do word search here. Please be an easy so I don't look stupid. And it's a medium. Oh, shucks. All right. Given an n by n grid of characters board and a string word, return true if word exists in grid. Let's go ahead and get a base case going. The word can be structured from letters of sequentially adjacent cells, where adjacent cells are horizontally or vertically neighboring. Horizontally, vertically neighboring. Von Neumann neighborhood. I'm off topic. Whatever. We're thinking about von Neumann neighborhood. And so, all right, let's copy the most blank one here so we can think about how we're going to solve this. Jason cells. So we're going to want to iterate through the full list, right? And this is a 2D array, so we're just going to do a matrix iteration, for I in dot dot dot, for j in dot dot dot, right? Let's go over to Scala draw. We're starting our index here. We're going to go along. It's still really big. All right, whatever. We lost C. Oh, wait. Yeah. And then we're going to stop at S. All right. And we're going to check our neighborhood. So S fits C. Right. Where's my drawing tablet? Whatever. S fits C. Okay. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to have to execute some boundary check to know that, okay, this part of the von Neumann neighborhood is just a no-go. So we can't go there. I'm feeling depth first search here because that's greedy and fast. And then we're going to check 0, 1. Okay. We see it doesn't work. It's not 0 on S, right? We're going to recursively do this. So cut that. Go to 1, 0. It's not 0. It's not. Oh, wait, no. So in our first check, we're going to see that S matches, right? And so we're going to go in, and we're going to pass our given word. I'm thinking we're going to define some function DFS, and we're going to pass a given word. Yeah. All right, we're going to pass the board. It's whatever. We're going to pass board. Are you kidding me? Just let me type. We're going to pass board. We're going to pass word. I think it's also going to be an array. Yeah, that makes sense. And we're going to have X, Y. All right. Okay. Anything else I'd need? No. All right. And we're going to pass word. We're going to pass. So if we encounter our first letter as we're iterating through, we're going to pass DFS. We're going to pass the board, and we're going to pass word, but we're actually going to only pass 1 to the end of the word. Yes. Because that way we save a step, right? Because we already know we have our first letter here, and it's just going to go through. And then we don't even have to worry about, I'm so smart. I'm such a genius. I'm not. We'll pass word 1, and then what would X and Y be? I guess we'll pass -1 and no, we'll pass 0, 1. Yeah, and we'll start off from there. Wait, no. So we'll do that if we encounter that. All right, and then we're going to do our check here. We're going to see, okay, A doesn't work. Pop that off. We'll do F. F doesn't work. Okay. We'll do A. A doesn't work. Okay. All right. Move along. Move along. Ooh, S. All right. So we can do this, right? So we'll be here, and we'll see E. Oh, well, okay then. We'll explore that path, and then we see C. Can't do that. Okay. Next possible case we can pass is C. Not a valid path. We're going to check, obviously, like over here, but that's not a valid path, right? And so then we're going to see E again. Magic, special, glorious, beautiful even. All right. We see E. Okay. So then we're going to check all the paths around that. We've already visited here. So we're going to have to make this an and mutable. because we want to be able to temporarily modify our array so we know that it's visited. Maybe we'll make it like a tilde or some stupid thing. I'm gonna have to drag this Excalibur probably over to my second monitor here, and then yeah, and so we'll see that S is already visited in our DFS, so we just don't care about it. Yeah. And then E. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some pseudocode for the DFS. I'm not trying to use autocomplete. All right, so function fn DFS. We're gonna want board. Here, we'll just write our signature vec. Yep, the vec char, and it's gonna be mutable. Wait, if I'm just writing the signature, why am I writing pseudocode? Okay, okay, okay. Has to be within the impl. Too much white space. Too much white space. I'm a little hyper. Fn DFS board colon, take our and mute vector. God, I've adopted it. I have a friend who ooh, it should be a vector of chars. I have a friend who pronounces it as mute instead of mutt, and I hate him for it because I just don't agree. I don't care. It's the same where like people say car instead of char, where yeah, it's correct, but you're also a psychopath. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. And then we'll have X I32. Y? No, I32 is stupid. We'll store them as U sizes. X U size, Y U size. Yeah, that works. All right, what did I say I was going to do here? Oh, recursive. We need to think about our base cases here. All right, so in my little ramble on Excalibur, right, we talked about we're going to be technically popping values off. So technically popping values off of the word vector. Values we've seen, I don't know. So if we're going to be popping values off, then inadvertently our base case is when word.length is 0, right? Or we can actually save we could save an iteration if we make it word base case. Yeah, I think that would work. Word.length equals 1. Then we could do like we could do something like if board x, yeah, we'll return. Yes. Yes. Because we're popping values off of word. We're not really popping though. The reason why I'm using the air quotes is because on the Excalibur, I showed that when we make our recursive calls, I gotta stop doing that. I showed that when we make our recursive calls, we're actually just passing word from one ... So we're not actually modifying word. We're just passing smaller sub slices. We're using array slicing, right? And so that's why I keep saying popping. Yeah, and that'll return true or false. And if this returns true, then we found it and we'll be unzipping, and then we have to unmodify our array, right? And then so the other base case is, I guess it's the inverse. It's the if this is the case. But then do we? Here, I'll just think about that as I type. Stop! I've been typing on my laptop keyboard too much, and so a full-size keyboard feels weird. Because mine's like pseudo full size. It has all the keys it's supposed to have, but they're slightly smaller. Some other base case, methinks. I guess, sure, why not? Board X. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is a case. But oh, I'm stupid. Of course it's a base case. Because this was in my head the whole time. This base case was in my head the whole time. How's our runtime going? This is probably a longer video. 14 minutes? Goodness gracious. Board XY. Yeah, okay. This was in my head, but I wasn't sure about it because I kept thinking, but we're covering it with this. But no, we need, of course. Yeah, of course. If board XY doesn't equal word 0, then continue. Or no, return false. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let's define our directions, right? And so drag back my Scala draw here. So we have our von Neumann neighborhood, right? And so 0, 1, -1, 0, 1, 0, 1. We'll do a vector tuples. Let neighborhood equal an array of 0, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. We'll go clockwise around it. Why not? 0, -1. And we need some way to know if we've visited a cell in our recursive calls, right? And so this is where the and mute of board comes into play. I was thinking that, like, oh, if I'm going to do this, how am I going to know what board XY is? I've just destroyed that data, but I haven't because I've already determined that board XY equals word 0, right? And so I can just return this value after I do my loop. So let's go ahead and do this. For dir in neighborhood, we need to do bounds checks. X as I32. Oh, yeah. X is I32 plus dir 0. Let y equal y is I32 plus dir 1 here. And then if x less than 0 or y less than 0, continue. Yeah, okay. Let's return them back to their regular. We have to do our other boundary checks here. Okay, that's bound check 1. Yeah, we need to see if we're outside the length, because we were talking here, right? In this case, one of my examples was that our check went boom, 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 and that's obviously not valid, right? And so we need to check for that, right? And so we've gone ahead and converted them back to usize. If, oh, hello, x is greater than board.len, or y is greater than equal to, actually, or y is greater than equal to board. I just need, it's a 2D array where all of them are the same, right? It's just a proper matrix. And so I can just grab 0. Then we'll just continue, right? Because we don't need that check. Did I say that this returns a bool? I didn't. What's wrong with me? Yeah, we're doing our DFS here. And if the DFS goes all the way through and finds that it's true, then board x, y. Wait, no. Not true. No, I was on the right track. What was I thinking? We have to unfuck it. Unruin it. Board. Wait, I didn't do any bounce checks. I'm silly. I'm such a silly Billy. I Past references, because we don't want ownership to get silly. It says judging. It says judging. Oh, we're so good. Oh, we're so back. It was briefly so over. Do we need, we need to do a check here, don't we? No. Maybe thinking in Java here, but I feel like I need to do like a dot equals type beat, but maybe not. Okay, so I feel like I'm almost done. At the same time, I feel like an idiot. And so, all right, let's get our 2D array that I briefly talked about. So for I in 0 dot dot board dot len, for j in 0 dot dot board 0, oh, backslash, you come to haunt me. Pass a mutable reference to board. It's the rest of our signature here. Word. Yeah, okay. And word IJ. If that comes out as true, then we've done it. We've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then otherwise, good old false, false, right? Okay. Run. Oh. Oh. We may have just first tried. This might be the most like in-depth problem I've ever first tried. And if that is the case, this could be cause for celebration. Could be. Could be. Bada bing! There we go. Yes, yes, please make up notice. Give me back my 5-day streak. All right. Have a good one.